wedding. Walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Beyanze walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. In this circle of the fire and the dancing in the night, when we remember all the fortunes and the spirits of the light, call them forth with a song and the names we hold dear. Feel the presence and the love as they guide us from our fear. Feel the presence and the love as they guide us from our fear. Hear the voices, hear the voices, hear the voices. Walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Twenze walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Twenze bakuru beding. Walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Twenze walala kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. The brew of our land as we cry and drink in the sky. All the years and ages pass by. We are here again with a cry to the mountains, to the fields, to the rivers, to the stars. All our fortune to our children and the wonders that we are. To our fortune and our children and the wonders that we are. Twenze kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Twenze kakuta mama mongere chupa nabulagala. Ururu yasingira woma. Kakuta mama mongere nabulagala. Let there be loving and forgiveness, celebration of our life as we honor all the spirits dedicated to the light, to the paradise of the days, to the beauty of our ways, to the closeness and the loving of our people always, to the closeness and the loving of our people always. Tekatinsa katonda kumpe uliba lumuna kumpa ndikufumbira lumonda oma ndikufumbira lumonda wama. Let there be loving and forgiveness, celebration of our life. Tekatinsa katonda kumpe uliba lumuna kumpa ndikufumbira lumonda oma ndikufumbira lumonda oma. Sewa kude sewa katonda kumpe amugaga nakumpa ndikufumbira lumonda oma ndikufumbira lumonda oma. Sewa kude sewa katonda kunkwasemu luliba lumuna kumpa.
Acholi jotua, yin maloyo wani lobo kanpe. Acholi jotua, yin maloyo wani lobo kanpe. Acholi kakana, yin maloyo wani lobo kanpe. Acholi kakana, yin maloyo wani lobo kanpe. Eto kina chel marubo kinwa, kogo kaka na lego wun yanangeni. Fajo, wenga choli, obo, wenga choli. Panikwara, wenga choli, kalwa, wenga choli. Omeo, wenga choli, magui, wenga choli, akoro, wenga choli mama, tinara kogo wun jotua. Eno power, ayaya, ra, man at OD, champa woko bino malien, acholi empire, producer Batman Koda, Rubanga Larwan, acholi tia poko kaka. Aye baba, bibebe, kelo dongo lobo anakwae wun wade ting lawan. Acholi tia poko kaka. Aye baba, bibebe, kelo dongo lobo anakwae wun wade ting wa. Wachwa dana wa, ayayaya, wade ting wa. Acholi wana choli jotu Acholi kakana, gin maloyo wane lobo kan. Ento gin achiel marubo kinwa, koko kaka na lego wun yanangeni. Pajok, weng acholi, obo, weng acholi, panyikwara, weng acholi, alwa, weng acholi, omeo, weng acholi, magwi, weng acholi, akoro, weng acholi mama. Tinara koko wun jotua, kia piemo wan, acholi wuna tie kan. Loro kia temo wan, acholi wuna tie kan. Loro kia piemo wan, acholi wuna tie kan. Pajok, weng acholi, acholi wuna tie kan. Weng acholi, panyikwara, weng acholi, alwa, weng acholi, omeo, weng acholi, magwi, weng acholi, akoro, weng acholi mama. Tinara koko wun jotua.
Temon, temon, temon. Hayaya, 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 actually empire. Chop, 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 chop.
Actually, wanna choli jotua, gin maloyo wane lobo kanpe. Actually jotua, gin maloyo wane lobo kanpe. Actually, wanna choli kakana, gin maloyo wane lobo kanpe. Acholi kakana, gin maloyo wane lobo kanpe. Ento gin achiel marubo kinwa, koko kaka na lego wun yanangeni. Pajok, weng acholi, obo, weng acholi, panyikwara, weng acholi, alwa, weng acholi, omeo, weng acholi, magwi, weng acholi, akoro, weng acholi mama. Tinara koko wun jotua. Loro kia piemo wan, acholi wuna tie kan. Loro kia temo wan, acholi wuna tie kan.
I'd like to say that to all my viewers who are watching a Record TV right now, this is something unique today that we're doing. My name is OLUPO to the African, like the way very many of you prefer calling me by my real names as Isaac Olupot Akonja. Every time you see me on air, I try to bring you something different about different cultures, and today I am in what we call the Acholi land. And Acholi land, we are trying to discover most of the new things that they are doing in their culture that are not done anywhere else in the world. Now there's something that our grandfathers used to talk about in those earlier days, about how they used to light fire in the middle of the compound, and at the same time they could always have it based on a particular purpose. So they always gather around it. Others used to do, by those earlier years, there were no things like WhatsApp, there were no things like Facebook. So there were very many people who could always get together, talk about particularly what we call the evening stories, and narrate different things. I would like to say I want us to go into a team of the Choli people, and we are going to be sharing much about it. Actually, when you look at the middle part, this is firewood that has been already set in the site, and I hope you're seeing it with your eyes. This is currently happening in Kitigum, that is in the northern part of the country, and they'll be telling you in the local language the pure meaning of what these ceremonies represent. This is a typical structure of what we call the African society happening, and to most of you who are Baganda, Banyankole, Bachiga, Iteso, you understand that even in your communities, particular things related to this used to happen, but the Acholi people have maintained the tradition till today. The screen of your television, we decided to move miles, as I told you earlier on, to a far place away from home to teach you more about the African culture. I am one person who believes in the African culture, and I believe that when we get out like this, we're in position to share different things about the amazing culture of the African society. Now, with me is a team of the Choli community in Kitigum, and they have something new to tell us about what transpires in the Choli culture. Now, as you look at it, the screen of your television, we have been giving you a piece of how the firewood is, how they set it, how they put what we call the grass, and other things that they will be telling us about in the course of the show. At the same time, now when you look at the whole council that is seated here, this is a pure council of men, and when men sit, the men sit to discuss what we call important ideas of the family. Even the person setting fire right now is a man. In the African society of today, very many people believe that a man can never step in the kitchen, that man have what they call the current swag. But as you see right now in the setup, it's a real man who is in the kitchen trying to make things work out. I want you to closely look at what is happening. He's blowing the fire. He's blowing the fire. He's doing something that very many women say men cannot do. But of course, the slay kings have no gap in this kind of society. You must be purely an Acholi man, or a purely Anitesot man, or a purely Langi man, or a purely Lugora man, because even some parts of Uganda, men cannot try this. Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I am not bad. What is your name?
My name is Otim Richard.
Otim Richard. Where do you come from? From within this place. You can just show us the direction. From within where we are right now. Where do you come from? You can show us the direction where you come from.
From this direction?
Hey, you come from this direction like you're going to Gulu?
Yeah.
Alright, that is much beautiful. Today we were so much delighted to be having a lot of viewers who are watching TV right now.
Okay.
And they would love to understand what is happening here. To begin with, what is this called in the local language?
This is called Wangaho.
Wangaho.
Yeah, in our traditional culture.
Wangaho. O with the letter O.
Yeah.
Wangaho.
Wangaho.
Okay. What does Wangaho mean?
Yeah, Wangaho means in our culture, this is the situation whereby the family or the extended family, they gather together. They make a bundle of of firewood.
Okay.
Yeah, when it is like you are seeing, eh?
Okay.
It is like where we are at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, after making it like this, they gathered where all the extended family, including the elders, the young people, they gather together, where they share various important issues as pertaining the history of our culture.
Okay.
The most important issues where they usually discuss in this area, like Wangaho, they usually tell the young people the moral behavior that they usually, the elderly people, they were engaging. So after that, they also share other discussion like how to respect each other in the family. Then after that, they usually talk about the importance of human being, how people be together in the family in order to develop relationships between the extended family, from the nuclear to the extended family to the rest of our culture, like they are showing. There are various issues they normally discuss in the Wangaho.
Don't they backbite? Don't they come to backbite other colleagues? For example, in a Wangaho, don't people come to plan against other colleagues? Is it purely about development ideas, how to build a family? Is it something particular? Or you also spend time
With the development issues.
development issues? Yeah. So what is used for making this Wangaho? What materials are involved in setting up this until it becomes light?
We have the firewood.
You have the firewood.
We have the fire.
You have the fire.
We have the dry dresses in bundles.
They must be in the bundle.
Yeah, it must be in bundle to make the light. To penetrate through the firewood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you put some juju? Because this is a unique kind of sitting. Don't you put some juju?
No.
You mean there's no juju? Wow, that is so much beautiful. So how often do these things happen, the Wangaho? Does it happen in every family, like every day? Or there are particular evenings where the family wants to come together? Is it for daily basis, or there are particular events that happen in order for such a thing to be set up?
In the past, they normally happen every day. But nowadays, in our situation, we have some of the family, normally they engage with our culture every day. But other people, they take time. When they have a good discussion within the family, they share. But from our area here, they normally take every day.
Okay. Now, there's one other thing I would love viewers to understand. Because I know they're also learning about the Wangaho that happens in the Acholi land. Can you tell us which people are responsible for organizing the Wangaho? Is it the elders? Is it the girls in the home? Is it the boys in the home? Or is it the youth in the home? Or the children? Which particular age group has the right to organize this? Or it's anyone within the family can call and say they were going to have Wangaho?
So normally the elderly people, they have already trained the youth people. Those who are the youth. Those are the people who are supposed to organize the young people to organize for the Wangaho. Yeah, because they have already been informed.
Okay.
Yeah. When it is time, they normally take. This is already the time for Wangaho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing that you do while you're having Wangaho? For example, like do you have some food that you eat, like the way people in Kampala when they are maybe having their light on, they can maybe having chicken? Do you have any traditional thing that you do? Maybe, for example, maybe you can have Wangaho while roasting maize, you can have Wangaho maybe while roasting peanuts. Is there anything in your culture that you can do with Wangaho while you're having another activity? For example,
yeah, we normally do. Yeah, when we get that roast like maize,
okay,
cassava,
okay,
and we also eat food.
ah,
Yeah.
wow, that is very, very beautiful. So, what other kind of food, for example, can you be eating? Like normal food that you eat in your local society? Like, is it la pena?
La pena.
You can be eating that
Yeah,
one?
we eat la pena,
Eh.
moranga,
Eh,
and so on.
Now, there's one thing I would like to say. Very many viewers out there, some of them have come out of Acholi, but when they get to Kampala and other districts, they've decided to forget the culture. Others pretend like they're not Acholi. They even change their names. Someone is called maybe like Harry something. She says, me, I'm not that. Maybe I am Susie. They don't want to be called as Acholis. What advice do you have for them as they're watching right now about the Acholi culture and loving the African culture? What advice do you have for them?
So, for me, I advise those people. So, we have to develop the strong spirit of nationalism.
Okay.
Or belonging to your country, belonging to your culture. So, we should not supposed to go away from your culture. So, those people who normally go away, they don't want to be together with the original homeland. Some of them stay in a different area, like the districts, the country, because in those area like the district, the country, they don't engage into this Wangaho. That is why they will not be familiar with this current situation. The Wangaho.
The Wangaho,
Yeah.
the Wangaho, the Wangaho. Wherever you are watching us from, we'd like to say that this is a unique practice that happens in the Acholi culture, and it's a practice that has lived for quite some time. Now, I know very many people out there could be thinking, what could this be? Could it be juju? You've heard from the man himself. He says juju doesn't exist in the Wangaho. It's actually the practice of getting together the family to discuss about particular challenges the family is facing, particular plans that they feel they should build up ahead of the future of the family. At the same time, they take it as time to train their kids on the values of humanity that they must grow up respecting. It's very different from today's world. Very many of us today in our generation have spent much of our time dwelling in what we call WhatsApp, Facebook, and parents even within the same houses have failed to have time for their own kids because even the kid is WhatsApping from their side, busy WhatsApping, the mother is WhatsApping, the father is WhatsApping, no development ideas. And it is just a call to whoever is watching right now that if you have never had a chance to have this kind of experience, get back to village during these public holidays, during these big events, and speak with your children around what we call the round fire. This is an experience that used to happen those days, and it used to bond families. What happened to Africa? What happened to our culture? Why did we have to forget who we are and where we come from? Now, I would like to ask you, are you married?
Yes,
How many children do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2 children.
Yeah.
And how many children do you intend to produce as an African man?
8.
8 children. as an African man, to all of you who are watching right now, I would like to say, let's stop limiting ourselves the way we used to limit ourselves those days. This is the time, you've just heard from his mouth, we should produce very many children. You see, they say most of the things about civilization were done in Africa, and we are here to fulfill God's promise. He said, go produce and fill the world. Now, he is a real typical African. Africans believe in producing children because in the early days, the children used to be the source of labor. The children used to be the source of respect, because when you have 8 children, no one can ever get near your home. But when you have 1 kid, even someone who doesn't have a kid will come and push you and tell, but who are you? Because you just have 1 mere kid. Now, I am speaking to the typical Africans of that Choli land. So wherever you say you want to produce 1 kid by accident, and you say, okay, 1, and I just leave. Here is our comrade who is saying he wants 8. And I'm now pretty sure he can do 18. Because those 8 will just come from 1 woman. But he is capable of doing 18. Yes, because African men in most cases marry more than 1 wife. But I'm not advising you to marry more than 1 wife in this generation because of the current trends. But at the same time, this is culture. The things we must pick up from the past, but the things that we must edit to make us move happily. Now, what's the name of your wife?
It's called Scovia Otim.
Scovia Otim. I want her local name.
Abu.
What does the name Abu mean in your local language?
So Abu means he has been born in a time of. So I mean to say he has been born at a time of political instability, where most of the family has been affected by war victims.
Oh, that is beautiful to all the viewers. You know, we have always had this session whereby we talk about the meanings of names. He has told you the meaning of the name Abu. It comes from a season whereby if a kid is born at a time when there is political instability or unrest, any type of unrest, a kid is named Abu. Now, if you have someone called Abu, kindly don't go and backbite. Unless you've gotten the meaning, it means a kid born during time of what we call uncertainty or instability. At the same time, I would like to inquire from our dear guest of the night, together with the team that is here, the types of dances that are in Actually, but particularly I want to ask him to tell us what his best dance is. Actually has very many dances.
Yes.
There's the dingy dingy. There's la raka raka. There's otwole. Every time you watch it, it makes you feel good. Just share with the viewers.
La raka raka.
La raka raka. Why do you love the la raka raka dance so much beyond other dances? And what is the la raka raka? Because some people right now who are watching don't know, they've never known about la raka raka. What is the la raka raka dance?
La raka raka is so enjoyable. It is so enjoyable and attractive.
Okay. What happens in the la raka raka dance? Why do people dance la raka raka? Because someone out there does not know actually the meaning of la raka raka. It's like when you say calypso dance. Someone doesn't know the meaning of calypso dance. How would you describe to someone what la raka raka is? What is this dance? Why do people dance? How do they dance it? I want you to give that explanation. How do they dance la raka raka, and what makes people dance it? What is the meaning of la raka raka?
So la raka raka, they normally dance when you will be what? When you're moving. Yeah, when you're moving. They normally do when it is a sort of welcome. Yeah, it's a sort of welcome. But we use various materials.
Okay.
In making the dance like the raka raka.
So what are some of the materials?
You
can even say in the local language so that
we have a wall.
you have a wall. That's like a calabash?
Yeah, the calabash.
Okay.
When it is already dry.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have ceiling.
You have silly.
Yeah, we have ceiling.
These are like the things for beating it.
Yeah, for beating.
The ones of the bicycle, the spikes.
Yeah, to make the sound. What? Yeah.
Okay.
To make the sound enjoyable.
Which other things do you have for the dress code? What do they put on?
We normally put on Fulani and
those are the men putting on Fulani.
The men, they normally put on Fulani.
Okay.
So, and the girls, yeah, they put on Kitenge. Yeah.
Wow. That is so much beautiful to all guys who have been watching us. We are live at Kitigum and we are trying to take you through what we call the cultural setup of the Chole people. Yes, Wangaho. Yes, one of the basic ways under which the early man decided to carry on its communication by bringing the family together under the fire, just as you look at it in front of you. I would like to say that our show will be continuing, but shortly, let's go for a break.